All right, so guys, I've been thinking a lot lately about the value of things. Like, it's been really easy lately to be discouraged by the amount of work and effort put into things that I'm doing. Instagram, for one, is a thing I've added. I've even started another YouTube channel that eventually I will tell you guys about in the future. It's kind of an experiment. I want to see how it goes. This channel, trying to keep up with that, being a father, being just a human being, being an employee at a job. All these things, you know, it becomes really overwhelming, and to see the things that you have passion for feel like, even though they're not failing, but they're not like meeting up to your expectations. I've been thinking a lot about that expectation. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous, the expectation level that I've placed on myself and, you know, on YouTube. You know, because really that's where my passion's lying. It's not even about Minecraft anymore so much as it's about just YouTube. You know, I kind of made that clear. Like, I'm trying to change everything I'm doing into like a brand more than just a Minecraft YouTube channel. You know, I don't want things to be just a Minecraft YouTube channel. I want things to be, you know, about you guys are coming here for me. Like, I want the people who subscribe to me to be coming to the channel. Yeah, maybe you play Minecraft. We'll have some people come for Minecraft. We'll have some people there because of these vlogs. We'll have some people here, you know, maybe because I play Fortnite or whatever. Not that I've done any videos on the channel, but the point is end of the day, like, the thing that solidifies the channel is not Minecraft, it's not Fortnite, it's not vlogs, it's me and my personality. That's where I'm trying to really get things. And it's really easy to be discouraged to see other people growing faster than myself. But at the same time, the very value that's being taken for granted in the fact that there are 230 some odd people who have looked at something I've done and said, man, that's good enough for me to want to come back again. And a lot of you do. You know, there's a lot of videos, and maybe every one of you don't hit and watch every video, but like, you guys are spreading yourselves out, and I get that. You know, because everything I do is not for you, and I get it. It's for somebody that's watching, or maybe somebody who hasn't quite found me yet, whichever the case may be. But the value of the fact that, you know, my channel has over 50,000 views. Like, a lot of people never put out a piece of content ever that's ever viewed 50,000 times. There is a lot of value in that. You know, don't look at numbers and take for granted the fact that, you know, just because you don't have 100,000 subscribers or you don't have 1,000 subscribers doesn't mean that something special hasn't happened with your channel, because it is. You know, and I've thought a lot about recently back when I started driving the truck, for instance, I knew that things were not going to be profitable and beneficial for me to stay in the jobs that I was doing. And so I found something for myself to do that would actually pay my bills better and take care of me in the long run. And so I did. I made a move. I learned something. I picked up a new skill. Now, you fast forward today, now I have one of the better paying local delivery jobs that you can come across, and I'm very blessed by that. But I don't take for granted the fact that there are already people who have designed vehicles that drive themselves. There's already self-navigating trucks that they're testing out, and obviously there's an operator in there. But, you know, 10 years from now, even 5 years from now, the platform, the atmosphere, and the environment of my workplace is going to be different, just like everybody else's. You go in grocery stores, you have self-checkout. You go and you look at auto manufacturers, and they've already had robots for years that have put people out of work. And eventually, the way the world's going, technology is going to push all kinds of employment out the window. And so, you know, I've got people like my parents and family who look at all the time I've invested into YouTube and go, that's just a waste of time. That's just video games. That's just this or that or whatever, and they can't understand what I'm doing in my life. And it's like, you don't understand. Like, this is not just about the value of, you know, making a video game and that being what I do with my life. It's about the value of, like, all the things that I've learned, all the skills that I've picked up. I've learned how to edit video. I've learned how to use Photoshop. I've learned how to do a lot of things. I've learned how SEO. I've learned Google AdWords. I've learned all kinds of unique things that I never would have learned. I've learned how to put together, you know, a video project that can actually tell a story, that can actually convey information in such a way that people can understand what's going on. These are all skills that I didn't have before I started using my love for a video game to turn into a love for video. And, you know, no matter how you move forward from this point in your life, if you've been on YouTube, you've learned some skills. You've learned things. I've learned also social medias. You know, I didn't have Twitter before I did YouTube. I didn't really use Instagram before I started doing YouTube. And so now I'm learning all these different social skills, all these different platforms that actually will better me in the future. If I were to go from YouTube to actually start some sort of business or some sort of, you know, graphics design store or anything like that, I'm just saying that I've harnessed this time, and no matter how it turns out, if my 5-year plan runs out and YouTube has went nowhere for me, there are going to be a ton of things that I've learned from this experience. And no matter how you look at it, it may be a loss on the YouTube side, or it may be a loss on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is that you're doing, but you've picked up skills that you would have never known before until this. So I want to encourage everybody today that just because you're doing something you're passionate about, if you do it, just because you may lose, just because you may not reach your goals, doesn't mean you didn't learn something from it. Doesn't mean it wasn't beneficial to you. And anyways, guys, this is really all I kind of wanted to say. This is where I'm thinking of, where my mind is, where I'm at today. And hopefully, guys, it touched you guys in some way. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully, I've encouraged you in a way that, you know, you needed encouraging today, because I feel like this video is probably for somebody other than just myself. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'm done talking. It's your turn. Leave something down in the comments for me. Leave a like, subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.